Hi again, Adrian here from Onsite Helper. This video will be taking you through Google Slides. So we'll start off with the Google Slides overview, followed by telling you about compatibility with Microsoft Office, how to create awesome presentations, showing you some of the presentation backend tools, and finally, ways you can have an interactive presentation with a Q&A. So Google Slides is Google's version of Microsoft PowerPoint. To access Google Slides, you can open up a new tab, click on the 9 G Suite icons and open up Slides. Otherwise, I prefer to go via Google Drive. You can just find the particular folder you want to create the slide from, then go to New and choose Google Slides. So this is a new Google slide ready for you to start editing. However, if you've got an existing Microsoft PowerPoint slide, which you wanted to convert to a Google slide, the best way to do that is first upload the file to Google Drive. If it's already in there, you want to do a search for it. So I'll just type in the Microsoft PowerPoint extension, which is .ppt. And let's say I'll just find an existing PowerPoint presentation. You can see it's got a P here. And you can just basically open that up. So once it's open, just go to File, Save as Google Slides. And this is basically just saving a copy as Google Slides. It'll leave the original PowerPoint file intact. This is just creating a copy in a new window. And then, of course, you can convert any Google Slides presentation to a PowerPoint file. To do that, just go to File, Download, and select PowerPoint, and obviously can do PDF and other files formats as well. All right, we'll go back to our new presentation. I want to start off by giving it a name of the file, and then you can then apply an existing theme or create a new theme. If you just scroll down here, find one that you like, and then this will give a nice background for all of your slides. So if you click on the plus here, you can create an additional slide. So we'll do a body one. And then you'd put in more text. So you can insert things like animations. Go to File, Insert. And we'll do like a video. So you can do an existing, let's say, YouTube clip. So this would automatically play this particular video when it goes onto this slide. Some other features you might want to do are transitions. So to do that, go to Slide Transition. So what this will do is when it goes onto the slide, it can do a particular animation or transition. So you can have it dissolve. Just preview that what that would look like. So as you can see, it dissolved in. That's a good idea to do your own speaker notes. When you're doing a presentation, usually you'd connect an additional screen either via like a HDMI cable, or you could do a Chromecast if your projector has or screen has a Chromecast enabled. But when you're doing that, if you've got your own speaker notes, those speaker notes won't appear on the screen. They're just more, you can just put these notes on each slide. So to do that, pick your particular slide, and you can just start typing these speaker notes down at the bottom here. But rather than typing them out, you can use this particular tool, which will be a bit quicker. Voice type speaker notes. Just click record, and you can just talk about your particular slide, and it will write down the speaker notes down the bottom, as you can see as it is doing right now. Turn that one off. So as with all G Suite applications, you can use a revision history. So rather than creating multiple files for the different versions, if you want to go back and edit it or have different versions of the file, let's say different people are collaborating and updating the file, you can use version history to see, to go back to any point in time and restore that version rather than having to save multiple copies. So as you can see, that's the original one, which doesn't have much on it, and this is the current one. You can break it down even further with each time that the update was made. To get back out of that, just click on Today, otherwise you can restore to this version. To make your presentation more interactive, you might want to look at setting up the Q&A functionality. To do that, you go into presentation mode. And this gives you this little toolbar down the bottom. Click on Q&A. So this opens up the Q&A presentation box. You can just click on Start New. You want to probably do this before you do the presentation. You can then give this link to everyone who's attending the presentation. So you want to copy that link address. And to make it easier, you might want to use a QR code. You can then type in QR code generator. Just go to any of these websites, and this will enable people to use their mobile phone, use a software like Google Lens, and basically just take a photo of this QR code, and then it'll just go straight to that page for them. So I'll just copy this image and just chuck it into my slide. Just exit out of this, just create a new slide. Chuck the QR code in there. So yeah, as I mentioned, people can just take a photo of that QR code, and that will take them to the Q&A section, which is here. So people attending your presentation will be able to ask a question. They can set to be anonymous, otherwise it will show their name. So yeah, basically many people can all be asking questions, and then towards the end of your presentation, you can just go into your Q&A mode, going to Tools, look at the Q&A history, and then you can basically answer all the questions here. People can give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, just to show popularity of that particular question. As with the other G Suite applications, there are third-party add-ons. So you can go to Get Add-ons. So these are third-party companies which offer additional functionality to Google Slides, as well as integrations and that type of thing. So again, you can just sort of do your own research, go by the ratings and how popular it is, and yeah, see if there's any additional functionality that you might be after with your Google Slide. So that pretty much wraps up the Google Slides video. Yeah, I hope this has been beneficial to you, and yeah, you can use this tool in future instead of having to rely on Microsoft PowerPoint. I find Google Slides is a more interactive and collaborative tool to use. So good luck with it all. Thanks.